Meet Paul Price. He's one happy guy. Paul feels like he hit the lottery, and not just any lottery, the $1,000 a month for life lottery. All right, look at all that cash, and he doesn't even have to lift a finger for it. He just cashes the checks month after month. No more worries about his mortgage payment or his car payment. Heck, the Price family even takes a vacation every summer now. He's one lucky dude, and his family's so proud of him. But just a few months ago, Paul wasn't feeling so lucky. He was working 2 jobs just to make ends meet. He was tired, he was down on his luck, and he missed his family. But then one day, Paul was introduced to vertical merchants and their unique IBO income opportunity. For Paul, it was just like hitting the Powerball. You see, Vertical Merchants, or VM for short, is a multi-million-dollar vendor management company comprised of highly skilled marketers, lawyers, accountants, and business professionals. VM has been connecting everyday people just like Paul and you with big-time retailers for over a decade. Now, those connections have provided a totally hands-free, zero-cost monthly income for folks from all walks of life just like Paul and you. And now it could be your turn to cash in. How would you like to earn a hands-free $500 to $1,000 a month? How would you like to partner with a company who won't ask you to invest a single dime of your own money to make money? How would you like to have all your marketing, sales, customer service, accounting, traffic, everything done for you, and you just collect a check every month? Well, at Vertical Merchants, that's exactly what the Independent Business Owner, or IBO, income model is all about. All the work is done for you, and you just cash the checks. Sound a little too good to be true? Well, it's not. It's reality. It's happening right now for regular, everyday people. Now just stick with me to find out about the industry problem and the simple solution which allows you to pocket an easy $500 to $1,000 every month like clockwork as an authorized IBO. First, the problem. Meet Judy. Judy loves to shop online. Judy goes to Steve's online shoe shack and buys herself a new pair of shoes. 3 days later, the shoes arrive, but they don't quite fit. Bummer. What does Judy do? Well, if she purchased the shoes from a local retail store, she could have just walked into the store and exchanged the shoes for a different size, right? Well, because she bought the shoes from Steve's Shoe Shack online, returning the shoes isn't quite as easy. Judy has to call their customer service line, get a return authorization number to send them back, print a return shipping label, plus cover the cost of shipping, go to her local UPS or FedEx store to pack and ship the boxes, and then wait up to 30 days to get a credit for the return. Phew! So for Judy and many others like her who don't want to jump through all the hoops, it's much easier and faster to just call her credit card company and do what's called a chargeback. Those chargebacks are a big problem. They can literally put a company out of business and cost Steve's Shoe Shack and thousands of other online retailers millions of dollars every year. Make sense? Well, unfortunately, it gets much worse for Steve. See, it doesn't matter how rich even the big box retailers are. They're still under regulations enforced by the credit card companies, and every retailer is only allowed a set number of chargebacks per month. Here's the kicker. Steve cannot afford to have his credit card processing shut down. It would destroy his business. So what's the solution? Steve can't just roll over and be put out of business by these chargebacks, especially if he wants to grow his business and be a success. That's the American dream, right? Well, Steve's in a pickle. He can't grow his business without more credit card processing power, and he doesn't want to worry about his credit card processing account being shut down because of folks like Judy, who'd rather do a chargeback than return the unwanted merchandise the proper way. So what can Steve do? Well, Steve needs to change his sales model. Instead of selling 100% of his shoes from his own website, Steve needs automated partner websites to sell shoes for him as well. This way, he can spread the sales over multiple online stores. And that's where you come in. By combining forces with Steve, you can easily earn $500 to $1,000 every month by becoming an authorized store owner, similar to a franchise model in the offline retail world. Except we do all the work and you share the profits. Steve and many other online retailers are desperately looking for online franchise partners, and this has created a great opportunity for you to earn a hands-free monthly income. Steve gets more credit card processing power, and you make money as a sales partner. And you don't have to lift a finger to drive one sale to your automated website. It's all done for you. That's where Vertical Merchants comes in. They provide the solution, the connection between the retailers and you. Many online retailers are growing rapidly, and they're pounding on VM's doors to provide them with more independent business owners, or IBOs, to help their business grow. Remember Paul? Well, Paul was looking for a good opportunity, so he went to Vertical Merchants to take advantage of their unique, better-than-free income opportunity. Paul applied to become an IBO and provided some basic information that was used to set him up in a real business. Remember, this didn't cost Paul 1 single cent. VM did all his paperwork and connected him to Steve's Shoe Shack to give Steve more credit card processing power for his business. VM does the work, builds the relationships, and even has developed the system needed to quickly and effectively connect people just like you with your own real business that instantly starts building monthly income forever. No products to sell, no paperwork to manage, no accounting nightmares, no employees to worry about, no customer service ever. VM will manage everything and give you complete peace of mind knowing that they're working every single day to build your business, your income, and your livelihood for you. But now I'm sure you're thinking, this sounds incredible, but how do I, as an IBO, help keep companies like Steve's Shoe Shack in business? And how exactly do I make money every month? Listen close. Here's exactly how it all works for you. Let's say Steve, as a small business owner, makes approximately 1,000 sales monthly. That's an average of 1,000 pairs of shoes sold every month. Now, his business may have about 40 chargebacks a month. This is just a fact of being an online retailer, just one of the things Steve wants to deal with. Now, Steve wants to build his business and grow sales, so he places a commercial on TV and online to advertise his great new miracle shoes that let you levitate and fly around the world. No gas, no cars, or public transportation ever again. Steve's miracle shoes are a big hit. He sells 2,000 pairs of shoes the following month. That also means that with his increase in sales, there's also an increase in chargebacks on his account. That's a big no-no. The credit card bigwig Mr. Moneybags sits in his corporate tower and his big red light starts flashing. Steve has gone over his limit of 50 chargebacks this month. Shame, shame. Time to shut down Steve's credit card processing account. He's breaking the rules. But wait a sec, that's not fair, right? Mr. Moneybags doesn't care that Steve also doubled his sales, which caused the increase in chargebacks. Mr. Moneybags doesn't care about anything but his total sales. To him and his big fat corporate bureaucrat buddies, Steve's now a high-risk retailer. So it's easier to just shut him down and suspend his processing account. And there goes the dream. Steve's online sales would stop immediately, unable to process credit cards. His miracle shoe invention might never take off, and he might have to go back to polishing shoes at the airport. Steve would be in hot water if it wasn't for vertical merchants. The good news is, VM set up Paul Price's IBO account to spread the processing across Steve's and Paul's accounts. So if he sells 2,000 pairs of miracle shoes this month and they both share the processing, Mr. Moneybags' red light doesn't flash. Steve's business is saved. Here's the best part. Paul is well qualified, so he is able to easily get approved for a credit card processing account to help Steve out. Now Steve can spread the processing out across both accounts, and that lets Steve sell thousands and thousands of miracle shoes. Plus, he's doing so well, he's happy to give Paul up to $1,000 every month just for helping him out. And keep in mind, once Paul was approved as an IBO, Vertical Merchants did everything for him. They set up and managed all the accounts. He didn't lift a single finger. VM does all the work. And IBOs like Paul just cash the checks. It's an absolute no-brainer. There are no fees, nothing to pay back, no work to do ever. Well, that is, except cashing your checks every month. Are you excited? Are you ready to get started? Well, let's not put the cart before the horse. Vertical Merchants has strict standards for accepting new IBOs, and you must qualify just like Paul and so many others have. But in order to qualify, you must meet a few requirements. Paul had a fairly good credit score, no criminal record, and he was a good person with good morals. He had a steady income and is diligent about paying his bills on time. He's also honest and follows through on things when he commits to something. That's the type of people Vertical Merchants is looking for. Now take into consideration Johnny. Johnny recently applied to become an IBO with VM. Johnny's not a very good candidate, to be honest. He has a credit score of 12, and he got in trouble for stealing candy from a baby. And he declared bankruptcy a couple years ago for a failed business trying to sell ice to Eskimos. He really isn't very focused on anything positive in his life. Therefore, Johnny isn't a good IBO candidate, and his application was rejected. Make sense? So, if you're more like Paul than Johnny, VM would love to have you apply right now. See the simple application below? You just need to answer a few pre-qualification questions to get started. Now, please be honest. Remember, we love working with honest people. We can't wait to partner with you if you fit the bill. Now don't forget, they do all the work. You just cash the checks. There's absolutely no cost or fees at all, ever. Not now, not tomorrow, not next month. Paul also shared his incredible income opportunity with his sister, his mom, and his dad, and his 17 friends. They're all making $500 to $1,000 every month, and none of them paid anything to get started. VM writes their checks, and they mobile deposit them right into their bank accounts. It's just like hitting the lottery. And not just any lottery, the $1,000 a month for life lottery. They're planning their 12th cruise to Fiji, and they just bought their dad a new Mercedes-Benz for his birthday. Not to mention they helped Steve and others grow their business into online retail giants. The opportunities are endless as an authorized IBO with vertical merchants. So if you're ready to get started, go ahead and take the next step by filling out the easy application below. Once you apply, they'll provide a phone number for you to connect with them and ask any additional questions you may have. Remember, you're never under any obligation. VM is on your side, and they will be with you to hold your hand the entire time. There's absolutely no better opportunity to earn absolute hands-free income month after month, and there's absolutely no better time than right now. Take action below. Vertical merchants absolutely cannot wait to partner with you and start sending you checks in the mail too.